world #1 in the IC rankings as an all-rounder, as the all-rounder, #1 in ODI and T20I.
Down the track, it's a muscle for a run. Looking to attack Shakib-ul Hasan. If they can manage that consistently, it'll be a great victory for the strikers, because he's a major weapon for Karachi Kings. 46 without a wicket. This is a seriously good beginning, because we've had small targets, small totals. GoPro is with the guest at the HBL box. She's quite an artist. A poser. Back to cricket now. Luke Wright making good use of his extremely good form. Got a 50 in the first game, 26 from 26 in the second one. Shoaib Malik will spin the ball. So it's a tough one now for Karachi Kings, because they need wickets. They need to control the flow of runs. 102 in 78 balls. That's the equation.
Same stage. The Karachi Kings were 37 for 2. So Gladiators are well ahead in runs, and they haven't lost a wicket.
Round the wicket. Comes out of the crease very early in the piece. Works it away beautifully. That's horribly wrong from the fielder in the deep. Just not good enough. Shoaib Malik didn't like it one bit, but credit to Luke Wright, because he converted a single into 2 with his breathtaking running. Now, this wasn't great at all.
Want the fielder?
Naman Anwar was the fielder. Shoaib Malik says, "What are you doing? Adjust." That's a wide delivery. So if he's going to bowl this line, obviously he will have to wait for the batsman to make a mistake. It's not an attacking line. It's not a wicket-taking line.
He's taken over 100 wickets in T20 cricket, Shoaib Malik. Hello, here we go. Showed all his stumps there, Luke Wright. And his best bowling is 5 for 13. 5 for 13 is best, Shoaib Malik.
50 comes up for Gladiators. Luke Wright just living a little dangerously on that last occasion. That last shot wasn't really required. 50 on the board. Trying a reverse flick. It was a switch hit, in fact. Became a left-hander. It's an excellent way to create new gaps. You use your feet and you make the fielders redundant, because you're creating your own angles. You're meeting the ball halfway at the pitch. And so for any young batsman who gets stuck at times against spin, this is a good way of finding the gaps. Use your feet, create your own angles.
I think Luke Wright is better when he's looking down the ground. He's strong, and he starts looking at those fiddly little shots, little dabs. Ooh, he's heaved that round as sort of an inside edge of the bat. It's a pretty decent over this from Shoaib Malik.
And I like this over the wicket angle better than the round the wicket, because it allows him more chances to pick a wicket. That line from off to middle. It's well fielded. Shakib Al Hasan has done well. Just 5 from the over. It's 52 without a wicket. Shakib in again. It's been given as a wide. He questions the umpire. He's not happy. I think that ball probably kissed the pad of the batsman and then went down the leg side, but nevertheless it's been given as a wide. Oh, exposing the stump, so beautifully done. It was slower in pace and almost got a great result, Shakib.
I tell you what, that's like opening the front door and letting a stranger in. Come into my house, that was. It was a bit of a gamble, wasn't it, from Luke Wright? National. This fellow, Shakib Al Hasan, knows how to bowl. Now Luke Wright, this comes from Mohammad Sabar. Luke Wright was probably the best and most underrated signing. Really good. Six will have there, and a drop catch in the stands. But he's not going to be part of the Pepsi craw. Okay, a really good up top and can bowl well needed. Absolutely right, Mohammed. Absolutely right on Luke Wright.
And wasn't he absolutely right on this occasion? Now, I think because he's using his feet so consistently that Shakib just misread the situation here. He dropped it on the shorter side, thinking the batsman would be coming at him once again. He stayed at the crease and whacked it for a big 6. So this is now a good over for the Karachi Kings. Pepsi catch a crore. You can be part of this fun. Did he catch it or drop it? He dropped it. How good is that? That is just a mere flick. Oh, he's been caned, Shakib Al Hasan, and that I think has been caught. So he's part of the big deal here. HBL 6's counter now 28. And it's 68 without a wicket.
Wonderful strike this. And I think he's caught this up in the upper tier. Oh, good catch, sir. You are now part of the share of $100,000. Don't tell all your friends, but it's on television and they all know who you are now. What a strike that was. Lovely clean blow. So now 68 on the board, another 80 required in 11 overs. It's a good platform to win this game for Quetta. Trade on that leg stump. If they just leave it alone, drifts down leg side, they've got a wide and extra delivery.
Still looking for that one wicket. Oh, that's well done. That really is a great shot because he had to find the gap. The two fielders positioned there for a miscue. KP's happy, so are the fans. This is turning out to be an easy chase for the Gladiators. Opening partnership of 74.
Yeah, outstanding shot that from Ahmed Shahzad. He picked his spot. He's got a real idea in his head which part of the dial he's going to concentrate on around this ground. And I guess from his point of view, he's hitting it round about 10 o'clock.
That's gone 6 and a biggie. Really is fantastic batting now by Ahmed Shahzad. He's loving it also. Stamping his authority on the process.
Well, this is the extra gear, the upper gear that you were talking about. He's found it now. A 95-meter blow, this. Lovely balance. Look at the balance here. And all that Shoaib can do is look at this as it flies into the stands. Wonderful strike.
Round the stumps, drives it through the offside. It's a misfield. That was a big shot, big drive. It was a monster hit, this 95-meter. Good use of the feet and sail over the rope quite easily. What a sight.
Never fell over playing those shots till he kept his balance, kept upright in the shot. Now this is good cricket and an expensive over. 14 coming from it. 10 overs gone, 82 without loss.
This is a massive start. Eye-catching cricket. We've seen a lot of good shots. Ahmed Shahzad has pushed the innings into the next level. This opening partnership now in an overdrive. Wonderful batting from right and from his partner Ahmed Shahzad. He's pushed the top gear here, Ahmed Shahzad. Last over was a big one for him. Hello, Pat.
This game, and I tell you what, oh, that's a good run, very good run. They've played. Look at this, Ram. You tell me what you think.
Well, that is out, absolutely out. Jose Braza was the umpire. That ball hit the pad first and then the bat. I think he misread it.
Yeah, it happens, doesn't it? It's part of the game. It's cool. I'm happy with it, but little things like that make such a difference.
And credit to Luke Wright, because that could have shaken him and shaken he's a difficult bowler really to get hold of, because he's got this very difficult angle working for him, Imad Wasim, and hitting him straight down the ground is a good option, but the execution, whoa, perfect.
Yeah, the balance. Look at the balance. And the follow through. Keep the head still.
Another one. Will this be taken? Will it be taken? It is a great catch. It really is a great catch. Noman Anwar has picked a beauty. Luke Wright for once not timing it entirely, and well, he was there by the rope and caught a good one. Luke Wright, impressive. Got 47 from just 39 balls. It's 92 for 1.
Yeah, there was a slice on that, wasn't it? He cleared the left leg, and I think he was trying to hit it more mid-on. But you've got to say that is just one heck of a catch. As good as you're going to see on the boundary. Wonderful catch. Stayed balanced there, controlled. In the heat of the moment, outstanding.
It's a good time for Karachi Kings to get in a bit of a huddle. How dearly they needed that first wicket, but their worries are not over, because who they see at the crease, it's not a pleasant sight for them. It's KP. He's had his issues against left arm spin, but we know that he's a class act. 35 years of age and much wanted in this T20 circuit. Popular player, and well, he's been given a great start here, KP, to just come and blast his way through for a good win. 56 required now in 54 balls.
KP, you say 35 going on, but probably 27 when I look at him. Fit as a butcher's dog, really. But I think he'd be happier seeing this man bowling to him, to be honest.
It's a tough one for Karachi Kings, because they need to bowl dots, they need to pick wickets, they need to feel well. Not easy when the opposition has got 9 wickets up their sleeve. Is obviously shadow practicing a big shot here. KP, who will get going straight away. That's a good shot. That really is well created by the right-hander into the gap.
We're just going to say, Ram, you know, he's taking it away from them.
Yeah, I think he's feeling confident now. He was a rather low-tone effort at the beginning of the innings, where he was circumspect, where he wasn't confident, but then as the innings progressed and he's good against Shakib, I think that really turned it around for him.
Is there something in this competition for him, T20 Pakistan? Is there something on the line for him, maybe?
Of course. I mean, he's been heavily criticized because his international graph has dipped. He's not been consistent. There's a lot of talent and potential in him, but it just needs to get translated into some meaningful, consistent performances. And this should be a good learning curve for him. He's at the non-strikers watching a master at play. And gets going straight away. What a good shot that is. He so easily does it.
You got to love it, haven't you? This is the wicket. This is Luke Wright. He opens the left leg and slices the ball. Outstanding. I can watch that all day.
He's got nothing to show for as a batsman. 2 ducks in 2 innings, but that was a flyer. Really was well done. Sharp single. Yeah, they make it. They eventually make it. Dangerous, but not deadly.
Kevin Peterson is tall, lanky, and he gets through to most times. Oh, he made it easily and then fell over. Got a question for you, Ram. You've watched lots of cricket now and all the T20s. Kevin Peterson, would you pick him for England?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's still got a lot of value. He gets the crowds in because of the brand of cricket that he plays. And he's a box office hit. And cricket needs such individuals, needs such stars. And good management is about managing, difficult characters. He may come across as a difficult character for some in England environment, but surely you would want him in.
And you would know all about that in Pakistan cricket?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, good management is exactly that. How to deal with difficult individuals rather than shutting them out completely. Right then, just a run shy of that 100 mark, Gladiators, after 12 overs.
And what a great performance that was by Quetta Gladiators, in particular Ahmed Shahzad, who hit a brilliant 70 and it was much needed because he was coming back and he was particularly getting criticised for his poor form. But we've got a great package ahead for you, which is the best boundaries of today. That too also by Ahmed Shahzad, sponsored by PTCL. Hello to the future. It's brilliant performance again,
he
Basit.
took
And
his
I think
time.
one of the most important things was his strike rate, which he often gets criticized for.
But he took his time at the start, and he knew he had everything under control. He knew that he'll take on the spinners, and that's exactly what he did. Use of the feet, very, very important on any type of pitch where you're playing spin, especially against slow left arm spin. And he used that to perfection, and all his boundaries are down the ground. Slow wicket, hit down the ground. That's what he did.
Pat, what would you say? I mean, Ahmed Shahzad, obviously he couldn't really score in New Zealand, but again today he looked like he was completely comfortable at the crease.
I just liked the way he went about it. He constructed the innings very well. And I think that Luke Wright being there, the way he played, allowed Ahmed Shahzad to just get into his innings, nicely. He didn't have to come out from ball one. And he almost under the radar, we looked again, he had 40. Whereas we were all focused on Wright, and because he had form and he scored runs before, and all of a sudden when Wright got out, Shahzad's on 40. And bang, he carried on. And I really think it was a turnaround game for him. I think he would have learnt a lot as well, batting with KP. A big day for him.
A great performance indeed by Ahmed Shahzad, and he helped Quetta win. And let's have a look at the league tables first to see where all the teams stand right now. And as we can see, Quetta Gladiators leading the table and with 4 points.
Yeah, who would have thought that? Quetta on top and Lahore Qarandas and Islamabad United right at the bottom. So the dark horses have suddenly become the favourites.
Pat, what would you say? I mean, again, as we were saying, Quetta is like the underdogs of the tournament. Before the start of the tournament, not many people thought that they would be topping the table.
Well, I never thought like that at all, to be honest. The one I'm really worried about is Islamabad United.
Yeah.
They've played 2, lost 2. And you're in a stage now where there are lots of games to go, nothing to panic, but you can't afford to you lose one more, Islamabad, and suddenly, you're in trouble. Lahore. Now, let's talk about Lahore then, Baz. What do you say about Lahore, Baz?
Both of us are from Lahore, so you better...
So I'm up against it here. Well, what do you think? Tell me about Lahore now. Both of you.
Lahore will win, don't worry about that.
We've got Chris Gale in part of... And I mean, we know when he fires, you never know. But we're going to take a short break now, and when we come back, there's lots more to follow, so stay tuned.
Mr. Faiz Pardesi to please present the award to Ahmed Shehzad. Right then, Miss Naila Bhatti to present the next award, the HBL PSL Man of the Match Trophy. So this is a welcome break for you and back to where you want to be.
सबसे पहले अस्सलाम वालेकुम आपको. Yes, I mean, I wasn't just hitting the ball as much as I was expecting from myself from last like a month or so, but I was trying hard, and I want to thank my family who has always supported me, all my goods and bads, and I want to thank this team as well, the way they boost me up, and the management here, and we just trying to enjoy ourselves and play positive cricket, and the credit goes to the team, I guess, the way we bowled here and the way as a team we playing. This is the key.
What turned it around for you in this innings?
Nothing. I was just backing myself. Whenever I go in, I never feel lethargic. I always want to score runs, but it was just I was just hitting the fielders too oftenly. But this inning, God has been very kind. I was just finding the gaps and back myself again. So yes, it's cricket. It happens. You sometimes you score runs, and sometimes the time comes you have to battle hard within yourself. So yes, I was always working hard. I was committed. I knew I backed myself, and that wasn't the first time that I wasn't scoring runs in few games. So I knew that how to just come out of it, and it's just a beginning. I just want to work hard for the next games and make the most out of this tournament.
Must have been a good experience, a good feeling to bat alongside Kevin Peterson.
Yeah, he's a wonderful player, and his appearance in dressing room, I'm sure the guys learning a lot from him, and he's a wonderful guy himself. We've not to forget the Viv Richards as well. I myself learning a lot from him. Moin bhai, we all that we've getting what we want as a side, and they're supporting everybody. We making sure that we enjoy our cricket, enjoy this league, and entertain the crowd.
That opening partnership really did work well with Luke Wright.
Luke is a wonderful guy himself, and he's a good team man, and the way he's playing at the moment, he looks like he's very familiar from these conditions, and he need to bat well. We all need to bat well, because it's just the beginning of the tournament. In the end, you never know what happens, so we just keep up the good work. We just need to keep up the good work and play game by game.
I'm sure you'll keep up the good work. You're off the mark in this HBL PSL. Well done tonight.
I want to thank you as well, because you've been very kind, and you've been helping me out whenever all my bad time. I've been having good classes from you as well, and it works. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Emma. Thanks for your comment. Great tonight.
Yeah, it's not, and I would like to give credit the way Ahmed Shehzad batted at. It's great to see he's back in form, and look right. They started really well, and yes, we have some flaws in our team, and we're gonna sit, we talk about it, and we'll come back hard and with some solutions.
Absolutely, I'm sure you'll do that. But it's a hard game, T20 cricket, up one day and you can be down the very next moment. Tough really to look at where you are with regard to tournament, with regard to form, isn't it?
That's right, but I think when you're professional, obviously you have seen ups and downs, and how you come back the next day, that's what matters in my opinion. And I think we all professional, and it's a matter of just one game. Tomorrow is a new day, and we will come back with something new, and obviously we're playing against Islamabad tomorrow. And we're gonna sit. We're gonna talk about it, and I'm sure we will come with some great ideas.
Absolutely. Now the recovery plan did work when you were batting, and so you got to the highest total of the HBL PSL. What happened with the ball then?
what I've learned and seen, if you're batting second in the first game, wicket becomes a little better. And if you're batting first, obviously conditions are a bit tough for batters, and obviously it's on a slower side if you're batting first. I think bowlers have slightly extra edge if they're bowling first, but no doubt, as I said, they batted brilliantly, especially Ahmed Shahzad and Look Right.
All right, okay, I have a better one next time, Shoaib. Shoaib Malik, now to the winning captain. अनवर अली से भी मेरी सुबह बात हो रही थी, वो कह रहे हैं हम एक दूसरे के साथ खेलते रहे, तो उससे जो बॉन्डिंग जो अभी हो रही है बाकी टीम्स में, उसकी आपको ज़रूरत नहीं ऑलरेडी, और आपकी परफॉर्मेंस में वो झलकती है।
हाँ जी रमीज भाई, देखिए जब हमने टीम बनाई थी तो ऑलमोस्ट वही लड़के हैं जो हम लोग साल रमज़ान क्रिकेट वगैरह में खेलते हैं, तो हमने कोशिश की थी कि तो हमें ये एडवांटेज था कि हमारी बॉन्डिंग जल्दी हो जाएगी। तो आई थिंक ये लड़के जिस तरह जल हैं और इस तरह टीम मैनेजमेंट लड़कों पे काम करी है बहुत सारा घुल मिल के, तो आई थिंक उसका रिजल्ट ग्राउंड में भी आ रहा है।
टर्निंग पॉइंट क्या था सरफराज कि मैच आपकी गिरफ्त से निकला ही नहीं?
मेरे ख्याल से जिस तरह हमारे बॉलर्स ने बॉलिंग की, जिस तरह बीच में नवाज और नबी ने जो स्पेल किया बीच में, आई थिंक वहाँ बड़ा टर्निंग पॉइंट था। और उसके बाद जिस तरह हमारे पहले 6 ओवर में विकेट नहीं गिरी, तो हमें होपफुल थी कि हमारे पास विकेट हैं, और जिस तरह 9वां और 10वां ओवर जिस तरह 15 ओवर का लगा, तो वो मैच का टर्निंग पॉइंट था। वहाँ से हमारे हाथ से मैच निकला नहीं।
अच्छा, फ्रॉम कैप्टनसी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू आपको क्या पसंद है कि पहले 6 ओवर्स में विकेट ना गिरे, या आपके बॉलर्स विकेट लें?
देखें, बॉलिंग के लिहाज से तो देखिए, अगर पहले 6 ओवर में 2-3 विकेट आपको मिल जाए तो आप मैच में ऊपर आ जाते हो। और जिस तरह बैटिंग में हमारी स्ट्रेटेजी बनी हुई है कि हमारी कोशिश है कि अगर विकेट इन हैंड रहेंगे, अगर 50 रन भी हमारे 40 रन भी बनते हैं और विकेट हमारे हाथ में, तो ज़्यादा बेहतर है।
तो प्रेफर किसको करते हैं?
प्रेफर जो करूँगा कि अगर हमारी बैटिंग हो पहली, तो हमारी विकेट ना गिरे 6 ओवर में।
ओके ओके, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया और वेल प्लेड टुडे।
थैंक यू रमेश भाई, थैंक यू।
So that is what we have from the presentation out here. Gladiators with a massive win against Karachi Kings.
And that really was an all-round performance by Quetta Gladiators. But we're going to take a short break, and after the break, there's lots more to follow, so stay tuned.
He likes to dominate, and aggression at times solves a lot of issues.
Well, what would you put it down to then, Ramesh?
I think he plays the ball off the surface. It doesn't really look at the hand position or the seam position of the ball, and just lunges forward, irrespective of whether the ball is on the shorter length, is pitched up, and just gingerly puts his bat straight in line of the ball. Nevertheless, he's a master at work.
That he is. That he is. Shazad on 47. And goes high and handsome. Middle of the bat, gone all the way. And caught so beautifully as well. It brings up his 50. Well played, Shazad.
Fabulous hit because the bat speed was so quick. And the footwork was exhilarating as well. This was beautifully muscled. Is that a catch? Crowd catch? Oh, another 50. Another hooter. He's on his way, Ahmad Shahzad. A confidence lifter this innings. 53 from 35. It's an edge and runs. May just run away to the fence. It will. So nothing really working for Karachi Kings today. Even Imad Wasim has gone for plenty. 1-1 for 1. We're ready for the Qatar Airways strategic timeout as well. Kadawe's strategic timeout is done and dusted. Gladiators need just 37 to win their second match. And it's been another impressive display. Now, KP wants the leg stop. Is that caught? That is caught as well. So he's part of the deal now. Pepsi catch a Karo. You can add one more to it. Yeah, he can have a share of that. Easily done. Look, extremely calm when he took it, Pat.
I was going to say, he's an ex-cricketer for sure. Boundary rider.
You're wearing a white shirt as well. Right then, what have we got here? We've got Mohammad Amir coming on to bowl. 2 overs, none for 9. This should be good fun. KP versus Mohammad Amir. It's a strong shot, square through the offside.
Gotta love the way he runs between the wickets as well.
I mean, he's so fearless in his approach, and that is so refreshing. And just letting his partner know that there's a bit of an outswing angle to it. There's always that little bit of rivalry when two Pakistani players are playing against each other. Good fun. Just want to let the other know that they're better than him. Tap and a run. Got to get the men in. Stop this rotation of strike. Do something different. Get an extra man in the ring. So make him play over the top. Do something different. Right then. There are options that you can watch this game on. youtube.com/PSL. Or on the official website. cricketgateway.com for international viewers. Oh, what happened there? He obviously didn't see it. Maybe it spun away from his reach. Not too sure.
Now, I don't know of a fast bowler that would like this. KP's middle it though, but he moved late.
No, I tell you what happened. His bat position, I think, got the fielder thinking about an on.
Easy little pickup from KP at 3, gets him to the other side. It's good fielding. We've seen good fielding already in this competition. Some good catches, good ground fielding, and you can on this ground because it's such a beautiful surface. You can really commit to the dive there, and it's well done. Big field. You got to field well. You got to have a good arm. It's not like these little grounds somewhere in the world where you can get away with it. Here you have to be a good fielder.
Less than 6 and over required. Full length delivery, batted for a run down the ground. No issues for Ahmed Shahzad. It really has been a very, very good knock. In control, I think that is what you can call this innings. He's been in control of the proceedings. Good against spin, some massive blows. That was a flick for a 6. Took a liking to Shoaib Malik. Lovely use of the feet, favouring the leg side field. 4 sixes in his 50.
Very quick on his feet, and he's brave as well. He doesn't come down the pitch to hit the spinner. Softly and slowly. When he comes down, he comes.
That was well struck by Kevin Peterson. More at home when it comes to playing pace.
Yeah, I know. I like to watch Tanvir bowling, and he goes wide of the crease at times. And yesterday, I just happened to notice a ball that he cut the sideline, wasn't called. You can see how close he's there. I had a chat with him this morning, and he said, "Oh, he's got to be so careful of it when he goes wide." He was an inch away. Watch the back foot. Now that might have been close, and in fact, Ram, I reckon that was cutting the sideline. Umpires need to watch that.
Just a word of caution from the umpire. Where is it? Ooh, close. It's a child's play for him. So dismissive in his approach.
Poetry, it's just beautiful. But for me, watching Kevin Peterson is just a pleasure. One of life's great pleasures of watching cricket.
It's not been a pleasurable game for Karachi Kings. They need to do something. In fact, 22 in 32. What's the point of having fielders patrolling the fence? Got to get them in. Take a chance or two. Because 4 runs have been leaked, all in singles. So they're doing a good job, and it's risk-free cricket.
Yeah, the problem is the bowlers. You say to the bowlers, "I'm bringing all your fielders in there." Hang on a second, boss. You embarrass me now. I'm not happy with that, and that's the problem.
He's got so much of time really to play these shots. Must be a unique experience for somebody like Ahmed Shahzad. He's young. He's learning the art of batting, and no better guru than Kevin Peterson. Just follow the refreshing approach, because he gives you the impression, KP, that he's inconquerable. Nothing phases him. A lot of self-belief in whatever he does. That is uppish and nice. 2 runs at least. He's going great, Ahmed Shahzad, into the 60s. Gladiators, well, just 19 away from their target. 129 for 1.
$19 runs required in 30 overs. It's been an excellent measured chase, this, by the Quetta Gladiators, and Ahmed Shahzad showing his class. 63 from 41. That translates to a strike rate of 153. 4 sixes and 3 fours. Shakib Al Hassan back into the attack. KP launches him. Is he safe? Oh, he is, and perhaps he shouldn't have been. Shoaib Malik running back. I'm not so sure that the outer fielders would have got there coming in. Bazid, what do you reckon?
Bisected them perfectly, but Shoaib Malik, just when you run back, you need to be dead sure where the ball is. It's very difficult. and he just stuttered a little. But a word on Ahmed Shahzad. With the World Cup team just going to be announced, they're just that little stutter.
You're saying it's good timing, Baz, yeah? For a little nudge to the selectors, Ahmed Shahzad.
Brilliant. Just about to be announced, and he's in the frame. He'll be one of the players they're talking about, and a poor base of fielding. Gets another boundary this time.
Both KP and Ahmed Shahzad looking to come down the pitch, nullify the spin that Shakib will get from this pitch. Where's he gone with this? Has he got the distance? Oh, I think that might be 4. And 4 it is. I love the way he's used his feet in this innings. He's come down without fear.
And when he plays like this, none better to watch. Very confident against the spin, this time going across the line a little, but pick the gap.
Should be gone. Should be gone.
Imad Wasim with the catch, and Ahmed Shahzad, good innings, comes to an end. Just trying to finish the match quickly as possible. Gone for 71, 138 for 2.
Easy catch. Yeah, that was nicely bowled by Shakib Al Hassan. Just held it back a little. Imad Wasim sensing frustration. But that's a marvellous innings, a good innings from Ahmed Shahzad. 71 from 46. So new batsman, Sarfraz Ahmed is the new batsman with just 10 runs required. And what a fine innings. Quetta Gladiators surely to a win. 10 runs required in 24 balls. Unless Ravi Bopara decides to take a couple of hat-tricks. It's been a really good chase. And that's the highest innings we've seen on this pitch. 71 from Ahmed Shahzad. Look at that. Kevin Peterson counting the fielders. There we are. There's a lesson for you schoolboys watching this. Counting the number of fielders on each side of the wicket, each side of the pitch, so he knows where the numbers are.
Was a fantastic innings and a very controlled innings from Ahmed Shahzad against the spinners. Just trying to finish this off early, and Saqib threw it out wide. Easy catch, but lots of congratulations. Shoaib Malik comes up, KP gives him a pat on the back. They know the importance of that very innings. The final right just being played out, getting a couple of singles now. Now it's been a great chase from Quetta Gladiators. And Alan, there was one change in the morning. A person did the pitch report. He tapped the pitch a bit and said, come on, and we've got lots of runs.
KP, bang. Let's have 6 of those from the big bat of Kevin Peterson.
You bowl short to KP, he'll dismiss you, and you bowl short at very, very slow pace. It's just so easy for him. Dismissive. He'll be disappointed not to hit that further.
Yeah, I did come up with a number of 150, so I settled for 147, 148 to win. and now 2 required for Quetta Gladiators. Ooh, we're going to have some stinging hands in the covers there. Kevin Peterson's blasting this. Okay, P 23 from 14, but the innings really that held it together was Ahmed Shahzad with that 71 from 46. Strike rate of 154. Good batting, good stuff. Get back, Kevin. Get back.
But it's good to see with this tournament developing that and now teams are able to chase. This is the first big chase down of a total, and they're doing it style, just 2 down.
How is that not Mr. Stubbs? End of the over, 17 gone, 146 for 2, 2 runs required. Two runs required. There's one of them on the misfield, and scores a level. So this has really been a sublime chase by Quetta. Nothing that Mohammad Amir could have done about it tonight. Hat-trick yesterday. So what it means is the side winning the toss, and there's only been one team that's batted first, have won every game. Kevin Peterson straight up in the air and straight back into the stands, and Peterson finishes with a 6, and Quetta Gladiators have made it 2 wins out of 2. A very good run chase, 33 on the HBL 6 count, and Quetta Gladiators through to another win. They've beaten Karachi Kings by 8 wickets.
Convincing victory. 8 wickets, the margin, but still had 3 overs to go. Ahmed Shahzad with a fantastic innings, a timely innings for himself as well. World T20 round the corner. KP with a big 6 to end it all, but it's all been Quetta Gladiators. Walk for Quetta.
Yes, and any fears that there were about this pitch have been allayed by the way that Quetta have gone around about their task. Well within reach. They've done it in 17.2 overs. So 16 deliveries in hand remaining. So a very good chase by Quetta. And they've gone to the top of the table with 2 wins out of 2. A very classy innings by Ahmed Shahzad. Handshakes all round between the team squads, and a win, a very good win for Quetta Gladiators by 2 wickets with over 2.5 overs to spare. Okay, let's go down to Pat Simcox. With him, one of the greatest of all time, Sir Vivian Richards.
Yes, he's certainly one of the greatest of all time, but I can tell you, he's got a smile this big on his face. So, Viv, you loved that win, didn't you?
Oh, it's pretty cynical, as you just mentioned. It is a great performance, especially the way we were in the field. I think we sort of set the tone for what took place in the end, and I think the finish was just magnificent.
Your boys look like a good spirit.
It is. Ever since like I came here and to see the guys and just to see them in the sort of competitive mood, the attitude and the love which I think they have for one another, it's certainly starting to tell.
I think that you like the way these guys are batting, KP and Luke Wright.
Oh, yeah. When you have people like KP, Shazaz, and just the way in which Luke would have played today, first match that he would have played as well, he set the sort of tone. We have some magnificent players, and I'm just hoping we can keep this pattern, and if we can do that, we're going to be doing well.
You got a love for this little compo, I think.
Oh yeah, it's this T20 tournament. It's magnificent, and the guys they're doing justice to this particular competition, and I'm just hoping we can go all the way. We've started well. Let's keep it nice and simple, the way we are going at present.
Well, you just keep going. We're loving it.
Thank you so much.
Sir Vivian Richards, mentor for the Quetta Gladiators. So Luke Wright again in the runs, 47.5 century the other night. Ahmed Shahzad, classy innings from him, 71 from 46. Kevin Peterson, 28 not out. Ahmad Wasim, 1 for 31. Hassan, 1 for 43. Everyone tried, and they couldn't really break the deadlock. Match summary then. Karachi Kings 147 for 7, Quetta Gladiators 153 for 2. Ahmed Shahzad, the standout innings there, 71 from 46. A win for Quetta Gladiators by 8 wickets in just 17.2 overs.